Okay, mine was so long ago, I don't know if I'll remember. No, I was invited to a screen test, and I was a little irritated by the process because the screen test I'm used to, you get more information, like who you're reading with, or anything, and they didn't tell me anything at all. So I got there and I was looking for my parking spot, and I was a little irritated, and I think I passed it, and I stopped to see this guy who looked like he was on the set. I was like, I think I recognize him from the soap. Rolled down my window. Do you know where parking number, whatever it was? It was him. And he told me where it was, and I think I reversed or something, parked, and then went in, and was like, oh, that's who I'm reading with. And but we hit it off really well, I think. We read, I was against 4 other girls, or 4 total, so 3 other girls, and I was the first up. And the scene was mostly me talking, and I felt very comfortable. I went in, I took off my shoes, got to know everyone, and and then did the audition, went in first, and then all the girls went, and then they asked me, it was the executive producer, I didn't know that at the time. He took me aside, he gave me a note, and then he said something about the writing, and then I put my foot in my mouth, and I was like, yeah, the writing is not good in this scene. He agreed. But I mean, he could have been the head writer, and that just didn't cross my mind. I was just being so candid, like, you're just talking, and I was like, yeah, this isn't clear. And he was like, I know. But anyway, foot in my mouth, go back in, and did another take of it, and then that was it. But he was there. He can tell you more.
I don't remember, given that I was 5 or 6 years old. This is what I've been told by the casting director at the time, Gail Camacho, and Marnie. Marnie Said was her assistant then, so they worked together. And so apparently I went in, and for people who started acting when you're young, they used to have this thing, I mean they still do, because for pageants and stuff like that, I guess they do that. I had lost my 2 front teeth. And I had already struggled with illness as a child. So I had a folder of exercises that I had to do every day. Like you stick peanut butter through your mouth and do all these crazy things. So my family had gotten me a flipper. That's what they call it for auditions. It was a retainer that basically had 2 front teeth in front of it, on it, and I would stick it in. And so I guess I went in and talked for a second. And they go, okay, well, do you have any questions, Cameron? And I said yes. Would you like me to do the scene with this in or with this out? And apparently they were just like, why don't you do the scene with it out? And I was like, okay, thank you very much. And I did the scene with my full lip. It was just very out there and no front teeth. So I didn't have front teeth when I started the show, I don't think. And apparently that's when Gail and Marnie were like, oh, her. Yeah. I hadn't even read, but they were like, yeah, her. So that's, yeah.